Hello, thank you for joining me. I am Pastor Maxwell Nnawuihe. Train yourself to have a winning spirit. This is so urgent. This is one of the things you cannot fail to do for yourself. Like right now, train yourself to have a winning spirit. Champions are not born, but they are made. Champions are those that train themselves to have winning spirit. The world has become more competitive and more difficult to survive in. To earn a decent living nowadays is so difficult and more complex. And guess what? It's not becoming better anytime soon. This is not to strike fear in you, but to express the urgent need for you to ASAP train yourself to have a winning spirit. Everyone fights, but not all that fight wins. Yes, when the wrestlers enter into the ring, they are all fighting, but one will win the victory, the belt, the prize. Who wins the victory? Who wins the competition? Is he or she that has a winning spirit. A fighting spirit is not a winning spirit. Some people have fought different kind of battles at different levels in different fields, but they lost all. Some fought and they won. It is good to have a fighting spirit, but it is more better to have a winning spirit. There are bound competition here and there in your field of endeavor, in the world of sports, in the world of entertainment, in the world of tech and science, in the world of invention, style, magazines, comedy, music, and all whatnot, even in the literary world, in the world of politics, in the world of business. There are bound competition, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. It is those with the winning spirit that will win the competitions, and they will go home with a trophy and the toga of honor. You need a winning spirit. Please, it is important you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button so you will be the first to be notified when the next video is uploaded. It is those with a winning spirit that will become the best brilliant minds that the world will get to know. Everyone may be so endowed with different kind of talents and ingenuity. Everyone may have different kind of powerful potential, but not all will make it to the limelight. Not all will stay for a long time under the spotlight of greatness and real riches and wealth. It is those with the winning spirit. It will require a winning spirit to fight your way through to victory, and it will also require a winning spirit to stay there. In other words, it will require a winning spirit to hit the target, and it will require same winning spirit to maintain, to handle, to retain the target. People fight in competitions. In wrestling, for example, the belt they won in the previous match will be brought forward in competition, and it will require a winning spirit for the holder of the championship to retain the same title. This is very important. You cannot wish it away. In the entertainment industry, there are bound competition. In the style fashion industry, there are bound competition. In the social media, it is so huge, so massive. Winning spirit will keep you moving on. Winning spirit will spur you to deploy different kind of strategies to win inventive and innovative ideas for you to excel, to hit the target that you are set out to achieve. You need a winning spirit. The Bible says in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 8 and 9, we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not abandoned. We are struck down. We are knocked down, but not out. We are struck down, but not out. What that keeps you in the ring, what that keeps you in the competition, what that keeps you pursuing after your dream and your vision, your target for the season or the year, is a winning spirit, not just a fighting spirit. Beyond a fighting spirit, you need a winning spirit. Job chapter 22 verse 29. When men are cast down, you shall say, there is a lifting up. When men are cast down, then you shall say, there is a lifting up. When men are cast down, when competitions are lost, when brands are cast down, when governments are cast down, when economies are cast down, when your colleagues in the office, when your colleagues are cast down, When people are recording different kind of losses and giving up on their dreams, when men are cast down, then you shall say, there is a lifting, there is a lifting. When men are struck down, when men are knocked down, then a man or a woman with a winning spirit will say, I am not knocked out. It is just a knockdown. Men are cast down, but I'm not knocked out. When men are cast down, when brands are cast down, when inventions are cast down, when they are no longer in use, when they are obsolete, when ideas fail, when government principles or policies fail the citizens to better their life, when men are cast down, then you shall say, there is a lifting. There is a lifting for every winning spirit. It is the winning spirit that pulls you out of the rubble and the debris of the collapse of different structures of visions to rise to preeminence. It is the winning spirit. In this complex and competitive planet, how do you survive? How are you going to make sure that you remain in business? How are you going to make sure that you train your children if you have any? How are you going to make sure that your brand receives and commands the attention of millions of patronizers or clients or supporters or partners? It is a winning spirit. It is a winning spirit. A fighting spirit will bring you to the competition, but a winning spirit will let you go with the prize and the toga of honor. A fighting spirit will bring you to the competition, but a winning spirit will let you go home with the prize and the toga of honor. It is a winning spirit that makes the brilliant minds known to the world. It is the winning spirit that will keep you under the spotlight of greatness and celebration for a long time. It is the winning spirit. Whether or not you are the best in your field, whether or not you are the best orator, whether or not you are the best content creator, whether or not you are the best literary icon, whether or not you are the best, the smartest among your peers, it doesn't really matter. There are bound competitions because what you know, someone else knows it. That very field of your endeavor, there are a lot of people more proficient in the field that can favorably compete with you. How do you stay relevant in your field, in your space, on your platform, alongside other formidable competitors? It is a winning spirit, a winning spirit. A winning spirit doesn't bow out, regardless of the odds. A winning spirit doesn't easily capitulate. A winning spirit doesn't easily throw in the towel. A winning spirit, when it is knocked down, it will declare, this is not a knockout. I am coming back. Do you know, your setback can become a very powerful setup for your comeback, just like John Trump. Knocked down, but not out. You need a winning spirit. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4 says, the just shall live by his faith. 1 John chapter 5, verse 4 says, whatever is born of God overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. So long as we are here in the world, there are things to overcome. So long as we breathe, there is breath in your nostril. There are battles, and these battles cannot end completely. When you win the first victory, there is another battlefield that you must find yourself in. In other words, one victory opens up another battlefield for you. One victory. It is popularly said, new levels, new devils. This is it. But one thing that is outstanding and assuring is a winning spirit survives and conquers all confrontations and battles, whether it is spiritual, whether it is psychological, whether it is emotional, whether it is financial, whether it is racial, whether it is traditional. It doesn't matter where the competition or confrontation or the battle is coming from. When you have a winning spirit, you will overcome. And this victory comes by our faith. The just shall live by his faith. You must believe in yourself. You must believe in what you do. You must believe in your vision. You must believe in your content. You must believe in your potential. You must believe in the endowment, the virtues that you have, your ingenuity, your peculiarity. You must believe in yourself before anyone else can believe in you. And one of the most difficult and complex battlefield that exists is in the mind. The mind. Your mind is the greatest battlefield where the greatest conflict of all times takes place. Your mind. And anyone that wins the battle of the mind will become the hero of the inner conflict. And this is what that makes the greatest generals. This is what that makes the greatest scientists. This is what that makes the greatest inventors, the greatest musicians, the greatest authors, etc. The hero of the inner conflict. Whether or not you have the best military, it will require a general that has the winning spirit to lead the troop or the army to victory. You need to train yourself to have a winning spirit. Knocked down, but not out. This is episode 3. Knocked down, but not out. I'm not trying to rule out the fact that people do lose certain battles, that people do fail in some project. That is the fact of life. But it is the winning spirit that keep them fighting till the victory is won. It may not be at the same time. It may be at a different time, in a different season, in a different competition. For instance, those that failed different kind of competitions in the time past, they have gone back to the same competition at different time, at different seasons, and they won. Not just consolation prizes, but gold medals and the actual prize that was set for the competition. In the world of entertainment, the same. In the world of sports, the same. In the world of athletics, in the world of music, in the world of tech and science, the same. Even in the gospel industry, the same. Train yourself to have a winning spirit. The world is not going to become so easier in the nearest future. It is the winning spirit that will keep you afloat, that will keep you moving, that will keep you beating limits and odds, achieving staggering and outstanding successes. Train yourself to have a winning spirit. This is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4. But the just shall live by his faith. The just shall live by his faith. This explains that there are conflicts, there are a lot of battles and competitions out there that want to dampen your spirit, that want to water down your resolve, that want to break your resolve and pull you out of the race, for you to cow in and throw in the towel and accept defeat as the end of your destiny. The winning spirit is what you need to excel. Not just money, not just a bigger budget, not just a more beautiful apartment or office complex for yourself. Do you know how many businesses that have shut down because the pioneers lack the winning spirit? Whether or not you are the best, whether or not you are highly skilled, whether or not you are a professional, whether or not you are highly talented or educated, you are not the only one in the field. You are not the best orator, you are not the best writer, you are not the best sportsman or sportswoman, you are not the best speaker, you are not the best inventor, you are not the best or the highest in fashion and design. You are not the best in whichever field you find yourself. So, without a winning spirit, one day you'll become an old story. One day, you will become a forgotten story. A winning spirit is what you need. In this world of internet, in the social media, you need to persevere with a winning spirit. Your YouTube channel is not doing well, you have to persevere with a winning spirit. If you're a man of God, a woman of God, there is a campaign against the gospel industry. There is a campaign launched from the pit of hell to dampen the spirit of those that believe in God. It is more difficult in our time to preach the gospel and convert souls. It is more difficult, more complex to win a soul, to have a growing church on a steady basis. It requires a winning spirit, not just a fighting spirit. A winning spirit in your project. You may be scrambling for funds. Nobody is there to fund you. You have gone for assets. No bank is there to give you. You have written different kind of proposals for assistance, for partnership, and it's not coming forth. You need a winning spirit. And giving up is not the best solution. It's not the best. It's not the way to win. If you really want to have a compensation for all the struggles you've gone through, for all the pain of so many years ago you've gone through, you have to train yourself to have a winning spirit. It is only when you win that you can look back to see all the struggles you went through, to see all the difficulties, all the impossibilities, so to speak, how you weathered through them all, how you persevered with a winning spirit, and now your victory is celebrated. And that makes it easier for you to understand the power of greater possibilities. You need a winning spirit. Please, it is important you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button so you will be the first to be notified when the next video is uploaded. God bless you immensely. I am Pastor Maxwell Nnawuihe.